She said I was the problem in her relationship. 2 years later, she finally saw what the real problem was. Bailey picked her boyfriend Steven 3 times. The first time I showed her the screenshots of him texting other girls. You're just jealous I found someone. The second time was when I picked her up at 3 a.m. after he'd screamed at her for hours. All couples fight. You wouldn't understand because you've been single your whole life. The third time was when I physically pulled her out of his apartment after finding her sobbing in his bathroom with a black eye. Stop being so dramatic. I fell. Seeing her like this killed me. I'd held her hair back through food poisoning. She'd slept on my floor during my parents' divorce. But Steven had her convinced I was the problem. The ultimatum came on a Tuesday. Bailey sent me a screenshot of a text Steven sent on her phone. Your toxic friend needs to stop sabotaging our relationship. Tell her it's you or me. I thought war was finally over until she called an hour later, barely whispering. Steven says you're trying to break us up. He wants me to choose. I begged her to see what was happening. Listed every red flag every time she'd called me broken. He loves me, she said. You just don't understand because you're single. In the end, she chose him. Within a week, she'd blocked me everywhere. Our mutual friends either picked sides or stayed quiet. I watched through others' accounts as she moved into his place, quit her job because Steven thinks I should give him all my attention, and disappeared from every group chat. I was devastated but also done. I applied to 3 jobs in Seattle, the city I'd always dreamed about but never pursued because Bailey said it was selfish and abandoning our friendship. I packed everything into my car, drove 1,000 miles alone, and started over. My first job was a serving job at this little Italian place downtown. The owner hired me on the spot, even though I dropped a tray with 6 waters during my interview. You need this job, she said. I can tell. The staff became my family immediately. I was lending my last 20 when someone's card declined and remembered their kids' names. When I couldn't make rent my second month, they all pitched in tips without me asking. When I got sick, 4 different coworkers showed up with soup. Bailey never did that in 8 years. Then I met Frank. He came in every Friday for the lasagna, but suddenly he was leaving his number on receipts with dad jokes until I finally laughed and texted him. 6 months later, I was promoted to manager and had a healthy relationship, but one day my old college roommate texted, "Girl, you need to see Bailey's Instagram." Steven had cheated with some girl from his gym, the apartment Bailey decorated and paid for, his name on the lease, so she got kicked out. She had to move back in with her parents at 26. 0 friends left. Her posts were desperate. Starting fresh, knowing your worth, fake friends who don't support you through tough times. Then the devil came crawling back. I was drinking wine with Frank, music playing, laughing about his coworkers' dating disaster when the doorbell rang. I opened the door, thinking it was our DoorDash. It was Bailey, shaking, mascara smudged, dragging 2 suitcases. I know you hate me, but I have nowhere else to go. Behind her stood Steven's new girlfriend's car, Bailey's stuff thrown on my doorstep. She looked at my apartment and saw the gallery wall of my new friends, saw Frank when he appeared behind me in the kitchen. "Bailey," he said, recognizing her from photos. "This is Bailey?" The way he said it, protective and incredulous, it made her flinch. "Please," she whispered, "just for a few nights. My parents, I can't face them again." "You were right about everything." I let her stand there, taking in what I'd built without her, the life she'd called me crazy for wanting. "You told me I was abandoning you," I said quietly, "that I was jealous, that I was sabotaging your happiness." She started crying. "I know, I'm sorry, I lost everything." Frank touched my shoulder gently, letting me decide. "There's an inn 3 blocks north," I said. "I'll Venmo you for the first night." Her face crumbled completely. "You won't let me stay with you? But we're best friends." "We're best friends," I corrected. "You chose Steven. I chose myself."